Hey, what's going on, everyone? All right, so here are your readings for August 2018. So these are going to be good for your sun, moon, and rising signs. And for all you cross watchers, be gentle on yourself, okay? For this month, we're using the Journey of Love Oracle and the Tarot of the Spirit here. And also, I want to make a shout out to Miss Leslie here for participating in the Amazon wish list and for purchasing the Journey of Love Oracle. Thank you so much, Leslie. It was great. They're beautiful cards. I love them. And thank you for allowing me to present, some fresh new content for everyone for this month. And also, guys, if you'd like to participate in the Amazon wish list that I have going, see the description box for more information. Also, regarding the Oracle, whatever messages you get once you see the cards or the imagery on the Oracle, that's your own special message for you for this month as well. All right, guys, let's go ahead and bless the decks, and we'll get started. Father God, I open all channels of light, Lord, north, south, east, and west. Guardian angels of the four directions, high councils who serve the law of one, holy pure ones, please anchor this space now in your divine consecration to provide every single zodiac sign with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks. And please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant and or intended to be this month. Scorpiolo. Alrighty, so here's your reading for August 2018. We're going to bring it back to basics, how I kind of used to read. So the only difference is that this time I was guided to use tarot and oracle for you guys' readings this month. So in terms of tarot, we have the Three of Pentacles here upright. I haven't seen these two bottom cards here. These are cards that provide more context to the reading so we can get a little bit more in depth, okay? In terms of oracle, we have number 60, Riding the Cosmic Wave, number 25, Seed of the Heart, and number 70, Heaven. So number 60 right here, Riding the Cosmic Wave, can speak of there's a time to work hard and a time to allow the fruits of one's labor to manifest. Stop paddling and ride the wave instead. Give in, let go, and be amazed as to what's ahead of you. Number 25 here, Seed of the Heart, can speak of the right conditions are being brought to you, the most perfect support of your own divine blossoming. Number 70 for Heaven here is, or can speak of, the Enlightener is calling you to more, and to more. More divinity, more love, more acceptance, and more embrace of life itself. All right, Scorpio. So let's see, let me tune in and see what I got for you here this month. Also, let me just say first and foremost, shout out to all the plants growing through concrete. Think you catch my drift there. All right, Scorpio, let's see. Scorp, this month you're being asked to let go and let God. Let go and let who or whatever it is that you confide in, the universe, spirit, source, whatever it is, it's all encompassing, all from the same source. You're being asked this month just to write it out. And it could be a little tough. Don't get me wrong, just allowing divine timing, Scorpio, to unfold. And I just picked up allow divine timing to amaze you and to see what it's all really about. Interesting. I'm also picking up here too that lately I want to say that you've been maybe a little bit more connected to source. You've been a little bit more mindful of it. You've also, I want to say I'm picking up here, you've been more in communication with source. I really feel, Scorp, that this month is very pivotal for you. Now, I don't want to call it a test. That's not really what I'm picking up here. It's more of just seeing what the invisible has to offer. And the Three of Pentacles here can speak of traditionally the Three of Pentacles does mean working with other people, but I look at the Three of Pentacles in a spiritual sense as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity. Now, even if you are not religious, what it can speak of is just being connected to the divine, Scorpio, and really engaging in communication with them, being open to witnessing the impossible, to witnessing those moments of, there we go. That's why, being able to enjoy those moments and actually seeing that happening. I'm also picking up here too, that during this time, Scorp, you may be noticing that maybe you are letting things kind of roll off your shoulders. And it's not that you don't care. It's not that you are allowing people to walk all over you. Of course, Scorpio, you're the last one to allow people to walk all over you, But it's more of, you're looking at situations and you're saying, you know what? I'm not going to indulge in that pettiness. I'm not going to get myself all riled up and all pissed off for nothing. I'm not going to do all that to fight for a cause that lacks conviction. That's really what I'm picking up here. And I can also see here that you were being asked, and I feel like you are already doing this, but you're being asked, I feel, from the divine to really stay in that heart-based center, and to really come from that heart-based disposition and position in life, and to look at things from a different perspective, and I'll just picked up right now too, Scorpio, for you, to seek the divine for guidance and not for dependency. Now, I'm not saying that you are, or you were seeking them for dependency, but it just feels like, it feels like this is a process for you in terms of like, when you seek them for guidance, that's allowing and opening those floodgates to allow that divine power, that divine healing, that divine assistance to come through. And it's allowing it to come through, but in steps, you know what I mean? Allowing it little by little, inch by inch. And I feel like that's all that is being asked of you. And I feel like you've already have been doing this, and you're allowing this process to come in, and you're going to see and reap the benefits of that by putting your trust in the divine, putting your trust in God, putting your trust in Source. And like I said, little by little, seeing it happen, making your way up the mountain, First you're here, then you allow more up here, then you allow more, then you're up here, and before you know it, bam, you in. That kind of thing. When I say you're in, meaning that you're in it to win it, in a sense where you're ready to receive all the guidance that the divine Source has to offer you. But I also feel here too, Scorpio, that you are also being asked to just allow the timing to come. Don't have any expectation. Don't hold any expectation. And as humans, that's very tough to do, because we kind of expect expectation. We run off of developing a certain sense of expectation, and it's real hard to do that. But whenever we develop or have an expectation, especially from the divine, we immediately walk away from the lesson or from the blessing, because how the divine communicates with you, it's going to be completely different from how you expect it or how you envision it to happen. It's going to be completely opposite. It's going to be through signs, through synchronicities, through remembering the conversations that you have with the divine. Remember your prayers, remember what you're asking, and it's going to come through in different ways that is very indifferent to the 3D realm. I wish some people can actually are clairaudient, and can hear certain things, but even then, even us spiritual teachers, it's difficult for us to get the message sometimes. And it's not like we're going to hear like, hey, Scorpio, go here. Hey, go there. Take a left. Make a right. Don't do that. You're not going to really hear that. It's not human. It's not going to come through in a 3D manner or in a 3D form of communication. You know, it's going to be nonverbal communication. It's going to include trusting your intuition. It's going to include trusting your guides. It's going to include trusting your angels, trusting source. And it's going to be hard, and it's okay, Scorpio. You're going to mess up. It's all right. We're human, you know. Don't beat yourself up for that. You're going to have moments where you're going to be like, F this and F that and forget this and forget that. That's completely normal, you know. But just when the trial, I want to say maybe, or the experience gets real heavy, I mean, damn, when it gets real damn heavy. And we just have that moment where we just say, oh my God, I'm going to stick it out. This is going to be fine. It's going to work. It's going to work. Having positive affirmations, when that happens, we then learn that if we ride the wave just a little bit more, then that's when the blessing comes. And then we're like, that's what it was. That's what they were trying to tell me. You know, moments like that. And I feel like you're going to experience that this month. Okay, you have the 5 of Pentacles upright. You have the 2 of Cups reversed. Interesting. Scorpio, let's see. As previously stated, it's going to be about bringing together your divine self and your human self, if that makes sense. Bringing those two elements or those two aspects together and really trusting the process and really knowing that your higher self, you know, has this all planned out for you. This is all predestined. And your higher self has your back. Your higher self is like the best way I can describe it, Scorp, is like your higher self is like the 65, 70-year-old version of you. And your human self is like, you know, the 13, 14-year-old version of you. You know, those are two completely different ages. Those are two completely different experiences and outlooks and perceptions and, outlooks, perceptions, and approaches to life circumstances and situations. You know, that's kind of the best way I can describe it, at least to put it in a 3D sense. But you're being asked to trust that process and to also trust that your higher self has set you up for greatness and for power and divinity and for acceptance during this time and during this process. But ultimately, it's going to be your decision, you know, in the end to not be left out, to not leave yourself out through your own emotionally crippling decisions, if that makes sense. And I hate to get so kind of, you know, wordy with you, but that's what I'm really feeling for you this month, Scorpio. And it's going to, I just picked up that a lot of you, or most of you, are going to have moments this month where you're going to realize how much you've learned from different relationships and from different life experiences that you have gone through. Moments when you thought that that partner was the right one for you, you know, and when it turned out maybe it wasn't. And the one that you thought wasn't ended up being in the end, you know. And remember those times when, for instance, since we're talking about the partner aspect, remember those times when you wanted that person so bad, you know, and then it just didn't work out. And then you were just so distraught and you were just so, oh my God, you were just, you know, crushed inside, you know. And then, you know, you purged that out and then you waited a little bit longer. And then that person you would have never expected came through. And then it changed your whole entire outlook and perspective on life. And you're like, that's crazy how that worked out. When you have those moments of, okay, you're also going to find yourself saying, that's crazy how that worked out. Or, oh, that's really crazy. When you find yourself saying that, that's the divine coming through and blessing you. Recognize those moments and recognize how you feel during that time that you say that. Whatever phrase that you use, you know, that's crazy as shit. That's bananas, that's bonkers, whatever the hell you say. You know what I mean? Whatever expression you use. Remember how you feel during that time, and that is how the divine feels when they speak to you and when they're sending you messages. And just when you thought, going back to the partner that came through that you never thought would, or any other circumstance that came through right at the end that you never thought would, going back to that, just when you thought you felt left out, just when you thought you felt like you weren't included, you're always included. But it depends upon the perspective and the outlook that you have, and trusting the process and trusting spirit, source, God, who, or whatever it is that you confide in, and trusting the entire process and working together with, I just picked up right now, God, your higher self, and your human self working together like that, But you can only work together with those elements or with those different aspects, or I'm going to say entities. I hate to say that word, but you get what I'm saying. Entities. Working together with those three entities, is what includes, or what is going to be the end result as to whether you are left out, as to if you receive the blessing and receive the guidance that's necessary for a positive and spiritual confirmation and outcome that you really desperately want and you desperately need, When I say desperately, it just means like to feed your soul, Interesting, the song by Erykah Badu is coming up called Apple Tree. Interesting. That's ERYKAH, then BADU, Erykah Badu, Apple Tree. Interesting. Look up that song. I think you're going to like it. It's going to speak to you and regarding the situation that you may be experiencing right now. Because ain't nothing better than some spiritual healing and some spiritual guidance coming through right at the last minute. Shit. I live for those moments. All right, Scorpio. Sorry to have a little bit of a short reading, but I think this is what's going on for you this month, okay? Trust the process and enjoy what the invisible and what the unknown has in store for you. But the only way that you're going to enjoy that and know and trust in that is if you allow the process and you allow God, Spirit, Source you allow the involvement of it, All right, Scorpio, stay focused. You got this. We'll see you next month.